This morning, I'm at Lux Windows and Glass, a new sponsor of CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love. And I'm joined by Mike now in front of this really cool drop-off structure that your team actually built. Tell us about this behind us.
Well, traditionally you just have a couple of boxes lying around, but our team wanted to Luxify it. So they built this to make sure it really fit what our showroom looks like and really do honor to what Toy Mountain is and really celebrate it.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of a tour of your showroom earlier, and I think this is such a testament to the work and the effort that your team puts into your work. Let's talk a little bit about the history of Lux Windows and Glass. You guys are Calgary-based, family-owned.
Calgary-based, family-owned company, and all of what we do around Christmas, we try and support local vendors when we're buying our Christmas gifts. Our Christmas gifts this year are made in Canada. We send them out. We take so much pride in trying to do things the right way and support local businesses, and we're really proud of that.
We're so happy to have you as part of one of the supporters and sponsors to our Toy Mountain campaign. And so this is a generous donation from Lux Windows and Glass of $5,000. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome very much.
This sort of worked out, as you were saying, you support local really throughout the year, but you were actually looking for a holiday campaign to support too.
Yeah, we do a lot of local charity work, and we try and embrace what our employees want us to do and support local charities, and this one fit our calendar perfectly. And what Toy Mountain's such a great cause for people to get on. You can see our employees really jumped on it and bought a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, they did. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Now, of course, for Toy Mountain, we are looking for new unwrapped toys, essential items. Some toy suggestions might be science-themed toys, Play-Doh, sports equipment, as well as arts and craft supplies. You can drop off your donations to any one of our nearly 30 drop-off locations. That includes new sponsor Lux Windows and Glass, presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, AMJ, Sentinel Storage, as well as Country Hills and South Point Toyota. For a full list or to make a donation online, you can always visit ctvcalgary.ca. This morning, I'm at Lux Windows and Glass, a sponsor of CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love. And we're collecting new unwrapped toys, essential items in support of Fear is Not Love, of course, but your financial and cash contributions really support all of the programs operated by Fear is Not Love, keeping them free. And this morning, I'm joined by David as well as Janice to talk a little bit about some of those programs. And so an example of a program is the Indigenous Initiatives program that you had.
Correct. Thank you, Andrea. Our program, Indigenous Initiatives, was created to ensure that Indigenous clients and non-Indigenous clients have access to culturally safe services at our agency.
That's right, and really to feel that cultural safety as well.
Yes, and being facilitated with Indigenous people that the agency has hired provides clients with that sense of safety.
Yeah, and an example of that is the program, Janice, that you facilitate. This is the Family Healing Program. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Our program runs for 12 weeks, and we have a lot of cultural components to it. And one of the new initiatives is we do have a Stoney language speaker who has joined our group, which is absolutely wonderful, which adds a really strong connectivity to culture and safety within our group process as it rolls out.
Yeah, because that language is such a deep representation of culture, and you've noticed the big shift and the change that having a Stoney language speaker in the room sort of facilitates.
Definitely. It really makes a big difference because I may use a certain word that a client may not understand, but when our facilitator speaks in the Stoney language and explains that word, you can see the understanding and that process of awareness coming to the client, which is wonderful.
That's so great to hear. Thank you to both of you. Now, of course, we're looking for new unwrapped toys, essential items, but those cash donations are really important as well. There is also a group that is often forgotten, and that's teens. So if you can think of donating some items such as gift cards, earbuds, or even bus tickets, that would be very helpful. Now, you can drop off your donations to any of our nearly 30 drop-off locations. That includes our sponsor, Lux Windows and Glass, as well as presenting sponsor, Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, Sentinel Storage, AMJ, and South Point, as well as Country Hills Toyota. For a full list of those drop-off locations or to make a cash donation online, you can visit ctvcalgary.ca. This morning, I'm at Lux Windows and Doors, one of our sponsors for CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love, helping families escape domestic violence. And I'm joined by Brad now with Royal LePage Solutions. Now, Brad, Royal LePage actually has a foundation arm that really supports women's shelters across Canada. Tell us a little bit about this.
Thank you. The Royal LePage Shelter Foundation started in 1998. We've raised over $51 million so far, and it's the largest foundation supporting women's shelter and violence prevention.
Yeah, and every local market, of course, supports their own local charities. And here in Calgary, Fear is Not Love is one of the charities that you support and have been supporting since 2008.
Yes, yeah, we're excited about that partnership, and all local offices throughout Canada support their shelters in their community.
And
Every dollar that is raised and donated goes directly to shelter. All of the administration costs are covered by Royal LePage.
And this is such a testament to, the support from the community. Toy Mountain and, of course, supporting Fear is Not Love. They couldn't do this without the help of that type of support that you have to offer. Let's talk a little bit about how you raise the money.
Yeah, there's a variety of different avenues for that. All realtors across Canada have the opportunity to donate part of their commissions from a commission donor program. And each office has individual events that raise money for their shelters. At our annual conventions, we have an auction. It raises hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's incredible.
Thank you for your contribution and for that continued support, Brad.
We're very happy to be able to provide that support. The need is unfortunately far too high.
It is. Now, of course, financial contribution really helps support local programs operated by Fear is Not Love, but we are collecting new unwrapped toys, essential items. Some items that I might suggest include baby items like wipes as well as diapers. You can always drop off your donations at any one of our drop-off locations, including Lux Windows and Doors, as well as presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, AMJ, Action Furnace, Sentinel Storage, and Country Hills, as well as South Point Toyota. For that full list, or to make a cash donation online, you can always visit the website ctvcalgary.ca. This morning, I'm at Lux Windows and Doors, one of the sponsors of this year's CTV's Toy Mountain campaign in support of Fear is Not Love, helping families escaping domestic violence. And I'm joined by Mona this morning from Brookfield Properties, one of our earliest supporters of our Toy Mountain campaign. And all through the morning, Mona, we've been hearing from supporters of this campaign. And this is such a good example of how we couldn't do this without your help.
Yeah, Brookfield Properties is very privileged to be involved for the last 12 years, and by having our toy boxes located at Suncor Energy Centre, Fifth Avenue Place, Brookfield Place, and Bankers Hall.
Yeah. So 4 drop-off locations. You can drop off those new unwrapped toys, essential items to these donation boxes. Let's talk a little bit about how else you have been supporting Fear is Not Love. You always, every year, host this annual Lunch and Learn.
Yes, we invite our tenants to an annual Lunch and Learn, and we have Kim, the CEO of Fear is Not Love, come speak to them about all the wonderful programs that Fear is Not Love has, because we know it's more than a shelter. And then we end it by challenging the tenants with an essential challenge. We invite them to pick up a Santa sack and a list of essentials. And the other day when we were helping pack up toys to get picked up by MJ Campbell, it was amazing some of the wonderful things and essentials that we were finding. There was over a dozen hand-knitted items that we thought was amazing.
A wool knit hat.
We also talk very much to not forget the teenagers in that age group. So when I opened up this pack, there was a dozen AirPods.
Oh my God.
A dozen in there for them, which was amazing. And of course, they can always use the little cuddly, soft pajamas.
Right.
And for him and her.
Yes.
Can't forget the little ones. And, everything down to movie tickets, transit bus passes, has been awesome.
Because for families who are escaping domestic violence, they're often leaving with just the clothes on their back. So all of these really help support these families. Thank you so much, Mona.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, a few other items that you might want to consider include women's essentials. That's conditioner, shampoo, body lotion, body wash. You can always drop off your donations at any of our nearly 30 drop-off locations. That includes presenting sponsor Trail Appliances, Action Furnace, Lux Windows and Doors, Sentinel Storage, AMJ, as well as Country Hills and South Point Toyota. For that full list or to make a cash donation online, you can visit ctvcalgary.ca.